Sure. So before I kind of started working with John, it was just me and one designer that was kind of helping me out. So really, really small operation. We were doing around about 10,000 a month, which between two of us, and obviously he was a kind of part-time guy that was working. I mean, that wasn't too bad, but I really kind of wanted to scale it and make it something that was much more scalable and much more professional and a proper business rather than it just being around me. Well, I wanted a coach to be able to create a business. I feel like a lot of people make the mistake of starting out a business and not knowing what to do, and then they bring in a coach when everything's going wrong. I didn't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to get ahead of the game and be like, well, if I have somebody who really knows what they're doing in my corner from day one, then the likelihood of me succeeding is much, much higher, than if I bring them in when I make all my mistakes and things are going wrong. So the goal was basically to bring somebody in from day one and grow that up. My business then is like incomparable to what it is right now. So back then I was a lot more heavily involved in kind of the day-to-day, 12+ hour days trying to get everything to work. Whereas now it's much more streamlined to the point where I can take days off. I can, if I don't want to, work on the business for that day, I don't have to, and it's not going to have a negative impact, which, is invaluable aside from the extra money that obviously the business makes. That freedom to be able to kind of choose what I do with my time is massive, really. It's super stressful, but I think at the end of the day, the more you streamline everything, the more everything becomes automated and processed. Everything just seems to be able to kind of like I mentioned, I can take a day off. I can spend 4 hours with the kids if I want to. It went from me being involved in every single element aspect of the business, like a control freak, because I was so scared of it breaking. Because it was my reputation on the line, my living, to allowing these kind of people that are coming in after being trained to be able to kind of take control of that area of the business. And that was a really key turning point, where I suddenly wasn't having to be in that part of the business for 3 hours that day. That person was taking care of that completely. So, I mean, I was doing around about, when it was just kind of me, I was doing around about 10K per month, overall kind of turnover. And then kind of, I would say within 2 to 3 months, I was doing around about 15 to 18. And then obviously in the recent months now, I'm doing much more than that. But I would probably say it was around about a 250% increase in terms of turnover wise. The accountability is a big part of it. And the drive, the push, I think is the bigger part of it. It's a sense of feeling like you're part of something that's moving. It's very, like I said, it's very easy to stop, especially in this day and age when quarantine, lockdown, all that type of thing. It's very easy to take a Netflix day,